Yeah. The unmistakable sound of Tuesday. We are truly, and if Kevin was here, I would pitch the new name as the new Tuesday Night Titans. How about that?
Let's go.
TNT. This is an old WWF show from the USA Cable Network. For those of you old enough to remember that. There used to be indoor soccer. They used to have tennis and Dance Party USA. And Tuesday Night Titans was a WWF talk show at that time. So yes, we are the new Tuesday Night Titans. So thank you so much for joining me. Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 61 for June 29th, 2021. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Some housekeeping before we start. Want to give a shout out to super supporter Patreon member Cowboy Jack Durango for his contribution to the Beer Baseball blog on the power hitter level. Thank you so much, Cowboy. Also to Rachel Elnar, who is on the power hitter level. Thank you, Rachel, for your contribution. And thank you to Scott Lost for his contribution on the cleanup hitter level. Check out his comics and merchandise at accidentalaliens.com. If you would like to become a supporter of our efforts, please go to our Patreon page and search Beer Baseball, or go to patreon.com/Beer Baseball. You can also support us by buying stickers, buttons, beer coasters on our Etsy page. Just go to etsy.com and search Beer Baseball. Here's the lineup card for today. Batting leadoff is the VP of Content Development here at the Beer Baseball blog, Angelo Trinidad. Welcome.
Hey, Michael, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode. And I'm really excited about tonight and excited to hit the Tuesday night tradition here.
Yes, absolutely. And unfortunately, Kevin is running a little bit late in that OC traffic. Let's see, the Angels are at Yankee Stadium, so no stadium traffic, but that doesn't seem to matter, right?
Nope.
It's right back to normal. So, I'm going to actually go to this really quickly, and I'm going to skip ahead. So let's go to this. Tell me, Angelo, you and Kevin actually have the same beer. So I'm going to let you speak to it. So go for it.
Yeah, so Kevin surprised me this past weekend with a McCurdy Cove from Cooperage Brewing Company. And obviously the reason why this one popped him and knew it would pop me was because of the homage to McCovey Cove, as well as the King of the Hill like animation on the can. So he surprised me with this. So I'm super excited about this one. This one is 5.8 ABV with 55 ABU or IBU, containing Amarillo, Mosaic, and Citra hops. And it's considered a pale ale. And Cooperage Brewing Company is based out of Santa Rosa, California. So just up the road from Oracle Park, is it now? So yeah. Not too far away. And I'm wearing my McCovey Cove t-shirt to go with it.
Oh, let's see that. I love that shirt.
So this is
that's so awesome.
Baseballism, a how-to guide. Watch baseball splash in a cove. Frantically paddle to baseball. Retrieve baseball from water at all costs.
I love that. And for those of you who have not been to Oracle Park / AT&T Park, what was it? It was what was it? It was something else, but even before that, what was it? That's right, Pac Bell, right. And if you've ever, one of my favorite sight lines is when I first went there like in 2006 or 7. I actually took my son there for like 3 games against the Cardinals. And we sat in the top and just looking at all the bridges and all the bay and stuff like that. It's just gorgeous. And speak of the devil, look at this, Kevin Lyon.
Finally.
in the house. I did not.
I'm really putting in the YouTube. Let me in. When you said
Let
the lamp
me-
card, I thought you saw me. I was already backstage.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the that park is so gorgeous, and so I highly recommend it. And you know, the baseball game is great if you want to go sit at field level, but like just go up in the top and one time and just look at just how majestic that park is. It's super cool. It's got a lot of great sight lines to it.
And hey, you can hang out with the seagulls.
That's true. And you know what? I will tell you, my girlfriend and I, we were actually in San Francisco for, it was a conference, a weekend conference. And of course, the Giants are playing. So, of course, we have to go. So they're playing the Cubs and we get the cheapest seats. We go literally sit at the top of the stadium. This is July. It was absolutely the coldest stadium I'd ever been to. And I had no, I mean, we actually had to buy like blankets and stuff like that to bundle up in July because it was that cold. It was that cold and windy. It was insane.
It's hard. It's always hard to predict what the weather is going to be like, especially there right by the water. So
that's right. Yeah. But it was super cool and I highly recommend it. What do you think? What do you think of the beer?
it's really good. We talked about, we've talked about a lot that, the higher the IBU, the lesser my palate is for, but this one at, I think, what did I say? 55, or no, this one's at 61. So this one isn't that bad. So very tolerable. I can certainly taste all the different hops in there, the Amarillo, the Citra, and the Mosaic. So it's very much built like an IPA, but it's advertised as a pale ale. Does that make sense? Kevin, would you agree?
Yeah. Now that I'm having it, yeah. And I got to give a shout out because I went and saw the Halo Haven guys on Saturday at they were doing a charity. They were doing a fundraiser for the Tyler Skaggs Foundation, and they were in Fulton at a place called Barrel and Stave Poorhouse. If you like beer and in Orange County, I definitely recommend it. I describe to people it's like Yogurtland, except it's beer. So you get a little like fob thing, and then you pay by the ounce, and they have 30 different beers on draft. A lot of stuff I've never even seen or had before. And they had 2 of these cans, and I just happened to just see. I'm like, I don't know if I'll get a can. And I saw that. I'm like, that's a must for the show.
Oh, for sure. And I think they have a lot of other baseball themed beers. I didn't have enough time to research it all, but
the only
cool.
hashtag do the research thing I did was looking up this beer. Was this is a series of pale ales that they've done, and they do some puns to it because I guess there's also one called the Kurt, but then they made one called Steph Curdy dancing. So they play with the Kurt. Obviously here McCurdy instead of McCovey. So this was like a fun beer. So I was like, yeah, let's try it for the show. And shout out to Halo Haven.
Yeah, very cool. And it just reminds me. I mean, this is why we do this, because it's like the kind of serendipity that this thing's like, oh my God, this has been out there that whole time, and we had no knowledge of it, and we get to discover it.
I never heard of this brewery. And they had one of theirs on draft over at that Barrel and Stave. So I'm like, oh, I gotta try it. I'm like, oh, this is good. It's fun just to see what random breweries are going to show up in a setting like that. It's a great thing to do. If you live in the San Diego area, there's a similar company that does that called Barrel Republic. I know they have a location in Oceanside and I think San Diego. And if you're just in that area, it's a great way to check out some, different kind of beers that you haven't had before.
Yep. Yeah, it's so cool. So my beer tonight is actually a kind of a special one because it actually kind of ties into something that happened in baseball just recently. So this is the Like a Girl Hazy IPA from Strike Brewing. And I got this a couple weeks back, and I've actually just kind of been sitting on it. Of course, we all love Strike Brewing, a baseball themed beer company out of San Jose. And this is an Imperial Double, and it's just from the can. I mean, it smells hoppy. So in the glass, it's going to be super nice. It's super murky, but it was brewed in celebration of International Women's Day using a malt bill of Pilsner malt, wheat, and oats for a golden color and smooth mouthfeel. They dry hopped it with Pink Boots. Hop blend of Mosaic, Calista, and Idaho 7 for flavors of juicy peach, papaya, and berry. So if you're not familiar with what Pink Boots is, it's actually a Pink Boots Society, which is an organization that assists, inspires, and encourages women fermented and alcohol beverage professionals through education. So that's why you'll see, well, obviously the Pink Boots, and then you'll see a lot of like women brewers a part of these things and have like the actual pink boots when they're doing it all. So the reason why I picked it was actually something cool that happened at Yankee Stadium yesterday. Was Gwen Goldman. They made her the honorary Batgirl. Now, did you guys see the story at all?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
It was actually a really heartwarming story where 60 years ago, she wrote to the Yankees and wanted to be not a bat boy, obviously, a Batgirl. Well, they turned her down, saying that because she was a girl, like it probably wouldn't be a place for a girl, et cetera, et cetera. So she's been sitting on this story and this thing for this incident, I'll call it now, and they finally made good on it 60 years later. And if you look at the footage, it's I'm trying to understand this really touched my heart. It was only because I think I might have just figured it out in the past few seconds. The thing that really heartwarmed me about this is, not a lot of people know this. I always joke about this, is that like I was cut from my senior high school baseball team, politics and all this stuff. I know Kevin wants to do a huge wad at me right now.
Yeah, you could just see it. Like,
yeah, but baseball was like one of those things. It's like I always tried to prove myself. I wasn't a bad player, but I wasn't a great player. But I'm probably someone you would want on your team, but if I got cut, you probably wouldn't miss me. But the thing was that I've always had this passion about baseball and just everything about it, the logos, the imagery, just everything about it. And I feel really fortunate that I get the opportunity with you guys to not only like flex my knowledge, but flex my passion for baseball. And so I didn't let that, me getting cut or politics or all the BS, it didn't diminish my passion for baseball. And when you see this woman walking on the field, like it's like super like heartwarming, and it's like it really gets you, and it's thank goodness she didn't die before this happened, but you could just tell she's so enthusiastic about baseball and just her passion for the Yankees. So I thought it was really super cool, and I was really glad that I had this beer that I could share the story and kind of tie myself to it weirdly. But yeah, so cheers. That it's super cool. So throw like a girl, right? Like a girl is the name of this beer. Very cool. So thank you for letting me indulge in that for a little bit. I definitely, and I know that the Yankees are the evil empire, but man, it was super cool. And there, as you see, it's like Hope Week. So they just had a woman who was a photographer who just, for the Yankees, who just retired. They just honored her. So there's a lot of super cool stuff they're doing with this. So definitely check that out. Wanted to go to the comments real quick. Speaking of girls who follow our show religiously, Bubble Pug, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate everything you do and supporting us. David, thank you for joining. Cowboy Jack Durango, super supporter. Cubber Lang, our big winner last week. He has a package coming to him. Actually, I had some stuff that I was going to send him anyway, but I just threw the Ohtani. By the way, Ohtani hit another home run yesterday, and I didn't
today
see.
Too.
Did he already hit one today? I saw you flew out. Oh my God! And Kyle Schwarber hit another home run.
I'm sorry, he hit two.
Holy
already.
Cow! How are people still pitching to him?
He's at 28 right now.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
And then Schwarber hit one tonight too. His 16th of the month and his 12th in 10 games.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Let's hope the home run derby doesn't slow him down. Yes, Kevin.
I
Kevin
know.
Lyon is in the chat.
Is I mean I could hope that Schwarber gets to be in the home run derby. I know it's Mancini, Alonso,
Trevor
Otani,
Story.
and Trevor Story so far.
Yeah. Yeah, so it should be fun. And it's in Colorado. By the way, we're in the Colorado Rockies
Yeah.
tonight.
There you go. Very good.
So so that they put the balls in the humidor still, right? Is that the deal? They put them in the humid. Did you ever hear about that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't
That's they put the baseballs in a humidor. Like they would for like cigars and stuff like that.
Right.
So because otherwise, if they didn't, that's why the balls were like rocketing out of because of the sea level.
Yeah.
So they put them in a humidor.
That's interesting.
See,
Wow.
you don't get this anywhere else, right?
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yes. So, Caitlin, thank you so much. We have a very strong contingent of female followers, so very thankful for that. And Cowboy Jack Durango going nuts in the chat. Yeah.
Of course.
Yes. The Saturday
Why
Night
is
Love
Saturday
Machine.
night? Why does that have
He's-
to be Saturday night?
He's every night. He's every night.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, by the way, what do you think of Tuesday Night Titans? Should we take that over? No one has Tuesday Night Titans. No?
Tuesday
I don't
Night
know about that.
Edition.
Don't hashtag do the research. There's some pretty bad stuff on Tuesday Night Titans.
That's true. We could be a better version of it, I think.
Yeah, we are. I'm not putting on a suit. I can barely get here on time.
You don't want to be the Lord Alfred Hayes of
I would love
the
to be
Beer
Lord
Base-
Alfred Hayes if I had time to get in the suit.
Not
with the
Robert
laptop and
Hayes.
everything. What?
Not Robert Hayes, Lord Alfred Hayes.
That's what I said. I would love to be Lord Al Hayes.
I thought you said Robert Hayes from Airplane.
I can be him too. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, thank you, Bubble Pug, for that. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go into this day in baseball history for June 29th. June 29th, 1897, the Chicago Colts, who would later become the Chicago Cubs of the National League, established the record for most runs scored in a game by one team when they clobber the Louisville is it Colonels? Or is it the Colonels?
Colonels. Come on,
Maybe the Colonels.
Let the Kentucky Colonels. Come on.
Okay. 36-7. The Cardinals will beat the Phillies 28-6 at Philadelphia's Baker Bowl in 1929 to set the modern National League mark.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait, you weren't there for this. By the way, here's the losing team, the Louisville Colonels.
Losers.
Yes.
What
yes.
a bunch of losers.
Louisville losers.
There you go. They
June-
really look like they lost. Look at how sad they were there.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Scranton. That's probably me. I think that's me driving right there.
That's your car, right?
I mean, I'm the kid. Yeah, I'm ready to drive.
June 29th, 1905, with the Giants leading the Super Bows 11-1, Archibald Moonlight Graham makes his major league debut in the bottom of the eighth inning as a defensive replacement in right field at Brooklyn's Washington Park. If you look closely at this, number 5 would be Graham. He's right in the middle, right above the driver, actually. The career minor leaguer who will not have a major league at-bat in his only appearance in the big leagues will become immortalized in W.P. Kinsella's book, Shoeless Joe, and the movie based on the author's work, Field of Dreams. So you're wondering which character was Moonlight Graham. It was actually Burt Lancaster. Remember, he was the doctor who attended to it. So there you go. Moonlight Graham played... all those years
Can I see
ago.
that picture one more time? Because I love. Did you see what it said for the kid in the front seat, number 11?
Oh, he's a mascot.
He's a mascot.
Wow.
Like, wow. There's your. I wonder if that's baseball's first mascot.
Yes, it very well could have been. That's awesome. And then there's Burt Lancaster. So Doc Graham in Field of Dreams. June 29th, 1916. Only one baseball is used during the Reds' 9-6 win over the Cubs at Redland Field. So this is Redland Field. I believe it will become Forbes Field. I should have kept that information in there. But there are no home runs and no foul balls that land in the stands during this contest.
Wow.
So this is one of those like folklore stories. I'm not sure how true it is, but if it is true, it's kind of amazing they only used one baseball, but it would make sense.
So Redland Field, because it's Cincinnati, so this will become Crosley Field.
Crosley Field. Okay, so Forbes Field was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Right. So I knew it was like one of those fields, but I couldn't remember what it was. Thank you, Kevin. The research.
Hashtag
the research
do the
king.
research. I have to
Yes.
do some research once in a while. You know what I mean? So I got to keep everyone knows I'm a senior. I mean, that's well established.
Yes, exactly. June 29th, 1935. Cardinal left fielder Joe Medwick hits for the cycle, but Cincinnati thwarts a ninth inning rally to beat the Gas House Gang and Daffy Dean 8-6. Now, Daffy, there was, I think, Daffy Dean, and then there was Ducky, who was Joe Ducky Medwick. That was his name.
There he is, right there, Ducky. We had Ducky, Daffy, and Dizzy. Yeah.
That's right. So Ducky will be elected into the Hall of Fame in 1968, scores 3 runs in the Redbirds' losing effort at Crosley Field. So they used to have some awesome names back during the Gas House Gang days in the 30s. Yeah, 30s and early 40s.
What kind of gas are they passing? Are they talking about gas with the ball?
I don't know. You know, that's good. I actually need to do my research.
I think it was for the pitchers. I'm pretty sure for like Dizzy and Daffy.
I actually have a book right here. It is the Redbirds: A Century of Cardinals Baseball. So I need to get into this right there. So I will learn more about the Gas House Gang and bring it back to the table. June 29th, 1937, in a 10-2 loss to Brooklyn, Chicago first baseman Ripper Collins does not make a putout during the 9-inning game. Although this is just the third occurrence of this rare feat, it is the second time for the Cubs infielder, who also didn't make a putout, playing first for the Cardinals in a game played against the Braves 2 seasons ago. Very, very, very cool. I thought, I'm not even sure. How can you not throw the ball to first base? That's crazy. That's crazy. So, Kevin, I know that you said Ripper Collins, right? Who is Ripper Collins? No, name another Ripper Collins.
Well, there's a wrestler named Ripper Collins.
There sure was.
Oh my God, I didn't even know if I knew what he looked like.
Wow.
I just heard of him. That is like a 1950s, 1960s wrestler right there.
That's right.
I've only heard of interview him, and he had like that awesome. He had like an awesome voice for wrestling. You know, like one of those, yeah.
And
I'm gonna have to do the research and look that up later.
He wrestled for 50th State Big Time Wrestling, NWA Hawaii, Pacific Northwest Wrestling, and Stampede. So there you go. So when I heard Rick Collins, I go, "What? Do I know this?"
I mean, that referee better check that tape. I don't know if that's legal.
And I think there was a guitarist named Collins, like Gatemouth, or is it? No, that's Gatemouth Brown. But there's another. I think there's a guitarist named Collins, Edwin Collins, maybe. But that's a whole different story. I think they called him the Ripper too.
Thank you for Ripper Collins. Thank you.
Yes, I knew that you would enjoy that. So he's getting to be. He might be going into the Beer Baseball Blogcast Hall of Fame. June 29th, 1969, Tom Seaver becomes the Mets' all-time leader in victories, going the distance in the team's 7-3 win over Pittsburgh at Shea Stadium. The 24-year-old right-hander surpasses the mark set by lefty Al Jackson, an original Met who won 43 games for the New York franchise between 62 and 65. So the 69 Miracle Mets. So this was that year.
I just laughed. I'm going, wow, we're celebrating the record for a team that's been around for 10 years. All right.
Right, exactly. So,
he did like 2. You know, like, I got this. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yep. June 29th, 1972, the A's send Denny McLain to the Braves for future Hall of Famer Orlando Cepeda, making it the first time teams have swapped former MVPs. And I was actually going to do the research. I think this has happened again, and I can't remember when it happened, but I'm
not sure. I don't remember these guys even being on these teams.
I don't either.
I'm like, McLean was an A and he was a Brave?
Totally. I just remember Danny McLain from the Tigers. Right.
These guys.
Yep. but due to knee problems, Cha-Cha Cepeda will come to bat only 3 times with Oakland, and the former 31-game winner will post a 3-5 record with Atlanta. I don't remember him with Atlanta at all. That's crazy.
All right. I'm gonna do a quick callback here.
Yeah.
Since we mentioned Pac Bell Park and and all that. There is the Orlando Cepeda barbecue section, and you can get the Cha-Cha nachos.
That's right.
You're welcome.
And so if you go to our when I went to the MLB Food Fest, I believe I had the Cha-Cha nachos.
Very good.
It all comes back. Nicely done.
Touche.
I totally forgot about that. I wasn't even aware that was named after Orlando Cepeda, but that makes total sense.
I didn't know either till you literally just said that. I was like, oh, so that's what the Cha-Cha thing was about.
That's right.
Very good.
Very, very cool. There, see? All right. So can you believe it? On this day, more Tom Seaver news.
Oh, my gosh.
June 29th, 1986, the White Sox trade veteran right-hander Tom Seaver to the Red Sox for Steve Lyons. Tom Terrific will finish his Hall of Fame career this season in Boston, but he will not pitch in the World Series against the Mets, his first major league team that still refers to him as the franchise. Franchise. And I totally forgot that Tom Seaver was on the 86 Mets and didn't pitch. And if they would have won the World Series, he would have got a ring. And he was denied that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Red Sox. Sorry.
Yeah, because I vaguely remember having a card of him on the Red Sox, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
But gosh, look at those amazing 1980s uniforms. Oh, my goodness.
I love it. Actually, the White Sox played with those uniforms on Sunday. I think that's their Sundays, the white ones at home. But it's so 80s. I love these uniforms. Hey, look, because they always look like softball uniforms.
Yeah, and he does look like a softball pitcher almost.
Yes, exactly.
At this point.
All right,
seasoned vet right there, one of the greatest.
Oh,
ever.
and I want to make mention of Steve Lyons.
Yes.
There's a great and I should have pulled it, but there. Yes,
Yeah,
Kevin, keep your pants on.
There's Steve Lyons. I just figured that that's what you're gonna mention.
There's a great footage of Steve Lyons, I think, breaks his belt on like a slide to first base, and he just without thinking just kind of pulls down his pants. So we'll have to pull that video.
And it's funny because I figure everyone had seen that clip by now, but I'm guessing that was like so long ago. I guess it might be new again.
Yeah, it probably is.
Classic clips.
And it was what stadium was it in, Kevin? Tiger Stadium.
Oh, it's the Dodger Stadium. I didn't know.
No, Tiger Stadium.
Oh, Tiger. I thought you said Dodger. Like, what?
Tiger Stadium.
Gotcha.
All right, this next one is awesome. Taken out of a bit of the Bobby Valentine book.
Yes.
June 29th, 1989,
Wow.
Boise Hawks manager Mal Finchman is suspended for 1 game for returning to the field after being ejected in the 6th inning, disguised as the team's mascot, Humphrey the Hawk. The feathery imposter gives instructions to his team for the remainder of the Northwest League contest against Salem.
How
That
funny.
is one of my favorite stories you've ever told on the show. I don't know what's funnier, the story or that picture of him on that card.
Yes.
What's he? Is he wearing like a denim jacket? I'm sorry, not denim.
Leather, yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing like a satin jacket. That's what I mean. It looks like he's wearing a satin jacket.
I'll tell you what that is. That is. Remember they used to have those Pete Rose used to wear them, and who else? The Japanese guys would wear them because it's a Mizuno training thing. So it's actually when they used to train, what they would wear to like sweat. So it's almost like a windbreaker type of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So, but it has that shiny, but it does look like a leather jacket. You're right.
I meant satin jacket. Like
satin jacket. Yeah.
Is that a Rivera jacket under there for you?
What were you gonna say, Angelo?
This quite possibly for me tops the Bobby Valentine coming out with the glasses and mustache, because this is absolute genius. Like, he actually tried.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's some effort. You have to find these guys, talk them into letting them do this. You're like, hey, don't worry, you're not gonna get in trouble for this. I'll make sure you don't get in trouble. And then making sure. I mean, what if the costume didn't fit him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just a matter of trying to get down there and talk to them. I was like, how do you do that? It's amazing.
It's
amazing.
so good, and I had kind of heard a little rumblings of this, but when it came up, I'm like, this one's in, no doubter.
That's fantastic. Thank you for that one.
June 29th, 1990, for the first time since 1917, when Hippo Vaughn and Fred Toney did this, 2 no-hitters are thrown on the same day.
Wow.
When the A's' Dave Stewart shuts out the Blue Jays 5-0, and the Dodgers' Fernando Valenzuela blanks the Cardinals 6-0. So if you remember correctly, the call of this from Vin Scully, he goes, "If you have a sombrero, throw it to the air, or toss it to the air," which I always thought it was it was one of the more curious Vin Scully calls.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh,
awesome.
I forgot about this one. And it's funny because you would think this year they've been 2 on the same day, but I don't think there has been yet.
Yeah. I'm surprised there hasn't been 2 back-to-back like on consecutive days, but there's been 7 this year? I think 7.
Something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, Kevin.
We have like 3 or 4 guys who have like 25 home runs already. You know?
Right. It's been a very, very interesting year to say the least. All right, Kevin, this is one that you actually lobbied for.
Yes.
I actually put this in here.
Thank you.
June 29th, 1993, during the Marlins inaugural season, the grounds crew at Joe Robbie Stadium seemingly and hilariously has no idea to get the tarp on the field. So ask and you will receive. Let's go to the footage.
Thank you.
Ground crew getting that tarp rolled out as there's been a rain delay, but look how far they have to go to carry it. They're covering the outfield. It's got to be a better way to do this now.
Screeching Hall has had rain that's pelts the short.
Now they're going to try it again. Yeah, but what about the left side of the infield?
Just making sure that both sides get covered.
They figure if they get enough momentum going, look at this wall of tarp they've got to go through. Looks like a ride at Disney World. The Caterpillar.
Wow.
You know the fans are like were booing.
Yeah.
There we go. Come on, they can do it.
Well, you got to laugh about this.
Yeah, that was John
this is the
Franco,
most
isn't
fun
it?
the Mets
John
have had
Franco.
all year. Impossible, I guess. Mission impossible.
Mission impossible.
Dallas Green.
Okay, thank you. I'll start thinking, is it give me a Bobby Valentine man thing the theme?
These poor guys.
There has been a problem worldwide, Brazil in particular, with the rainforest. I have an idea. Just send this ground crew to Brazil and those lines, and our rainforest will be protected. I mean, there are several new species growing on the left side of the infield now.
These poor guys.
Everyone knew how ludicrous Pickett's charge was, and here it is 129 years later and just as ludicrous.
They've gained about 20 feet, though, by this maneuver.
It is 4,430 miles from Miami to Edmonton.
Wait, are they gonna make it? Are they gonna make
Here
it?
we go.
Earlier.
They've made it.
Look at this. They're going to make it, and it stopped raining completely. Oh, this is wonderful.
Hallelujah.
Now, do you know, was the game able to continue? That'd be hilarious if the game stopped because the infield was all damaged. They couldn't start back up.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure, but
I'll have to do the research.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna, being in Florida, that's gonna happen a few more times. You would think, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
So I thought that's pretty awesome, and
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, they completed. They completed.
Okay, thank you.
Mets won 10-9. Game duration was 4 hours and 20 minutes.
So an average game by now standards.
Yes, exactly. And so yeah, I love stuff like this because I mean I was telling Kevin that I remember seeing this, but it was never with. And the announcer was Tim McCarver, which I didn't realize
that's right.
he was a Mets broadcaster. But
Probably on WOR, I would imagine.
oh, that would make sense. But yeah, that's it's funny that, but I've never seen that in that form because they used to have like those little highlight packages and then have like that old timey music, old timey piano music to
that
it.
means stuck and not being able to do anything with it.
Yeah. And Cowboy Jack Durango says John
good.
Franco looks like a villain from an 80s action. He did. Absolutely.
Did.
All right. June 29th, 2000, with more than 700 police officers on hand at the ballpark instead of the usual 60, John Rocker makes his much-awaited return to Shea Stadium. Before the game, Braves reliever who pitches a perfect eighth inning in front of 46,998 booing fans had apologized to the Mets fans for his inappropriate comments about New Yorkers, which appeared in the offseason in Sports Illustrated. So, John Rocker, one of Top Gun Tall War's favorite players.
Hey, wait, whoa.
Yeah, he loved John Rocker.
I think it might be partially because of what it inspired. All right.
Well, it inspired Eastbound and Down, which I found out was an equal part of Mitch Wild Thing Williams and John Rocker. So not all John Rocker.
I'd say the look is definitely Mitch Wild Thing Williams for sure with the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, but Rocker for sure. And lastly, June 29th, 2005, Craig Biggio breaks Don Baylor's record for being hit by a pitch when he is plunked for the 268th time in his career. At Coors Field, Rocky starter Byung-Hun Kim hits Astros second baseman on the left elbow in the fourth to establish a new mark, both literally and figuratively. Now, so I have no empathy for Craig Biggio. Man, he used to wear one of those, like, the motorcycle elbow pads. I can't. Come on, like
he's doing the Rudy Stein leading in.
Yeah. Now, if he wasn't wearing anything like Don Baylor, I think Don Baylor actually commented on him that he never wore any protection.
Yeah.
When he was being hit, so kind of gave it to him. But Craig Biggio.
That's obviously why Craig Biggio is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. It was probably up there for sure, and he does. Yeah. So I was trying to think of who gets hit a lot nowadays, and I don't think there's like a clear-cut person.
I have no idea.
I remember John Jay. John Jay was a guy who used to get hit all the time.
I think Trout get hit a couple times.
Trout, yeah. Well, yeah. And now Angels Nation like winces when a ball comes even near him.
Oh my gosh, yeah, of course.
All right, so that is this day in baseball history. Let's go on to Baseball Card Pack Wars. Here are the Baseball Card Pack Wars standings. Kevin in a commanding lead with a commanding percentage right there. Wow. But going 3-1 last week helped that cause. I took the collar, but Angelo did. Wait a minute.
No, I think you're wrong. I got 2 and he got 2. I
was going to say this is absolutely wrong. I don't have it right on here. So there you go.
Because I thought I won the wild card. Angelo won the first 2.
You did. That's right. So we actually me and Angelo won 1, and then you won the wild card. So that's 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Mr. 500.
There you go. So Baseball Card Pack Wars rules. We'll walk you through it. Looking for relics and autographs. Cowboy Jack Durango is drinking like a maniac. It's Tuesday night Titans for him, drinking wise. That's for sure.
Every night is Titan night for him. I'm sure.
Yes. So I'm gonna let Angelo go first.
All right. So we got 2021 Topps opening day. We're going to start things off with Nico Horner. We have a rookie Dylan Carlson, Carlos Correa, rookie Sixto Sanchez, Rhys Hoskins. We have Albert Pujols,
Nice.
And 2021 opening day, Chicago Cubs.
Right on.
All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Let's get that out of the way. I'm starting off with John Flaherty from your Cardinals, Michael.
Yeah.
Rookie card here of Luis Garcia. Tim Anderson. Jacob Junis. Rookie card here of Isaac Paredes. I have a blue here of Brady Singer. I believe that's the one with the date. Yeah, with the date
Right.
on there. There's that one. That's rookie. And outstanding opening days 2013, Bryce Harper.
Nice. Yeah, so we're looking for high cards here.
And
High
Brewers.
card wins. And Brewers, which we have not gotten yet. I might have a duplicate pack here. I got a Dylan Carlson. This is Carter Keyboom. Wow, yeah, this guy hasn't played in the big leagues in a while. Get your beers ready for Keston Hira.
Hey.
Right on. George Springer. Monte Harrison. Jacoby Jones. And outstanding opening day. This is 1998. Mark McGuire.
Nice.
He
Yeah, 1998 was all right.
yeah, broke a scoreless game with a grand slam. So there you go.
All right. There you go.
Boom. All right, Angelo, high card.
I have Dylan Carlson at 152.
Ooh.
All right. I have Luis Garcia is 207.
Oh man.
Ah, I know. I was waiting for the groans.
196, George Springer.
Oh. All right. Well, let's keep it going. We got our next pack of opening day. Let's see what we got here. All right. Starting off nice and hot with a Brewer, Brandon Woodruff. All right. We have future star Edwin Rios, Joey Gallo, Mr. DL, Giancarlo Stanton. That's for Ed if he's out there.
Wow, Mr. DL. That's
Well, there's an angel I almost want to call that at this point, but I'm not going to do that. Alex Bregman, Eduardo Rodriguez, and hey, matching, a poster behind me here.
Nice.
Oh, that's
the
cool. There
baseball,
you go.
Mr. George Brett.
There you go. You can put it right in that frame.
Yeah. Hopefully, we're going to make a visit at some point to the George Brett Field in El Segundo,
Yes.
California.
Yes. Right, Angelo, you're up.
All right.
I remember Jerry Lynn was Mr. JL, but not
Yes.
Mr. DL.
Yep.
D. Strange Gordon. We have rookie Daniel Johnson. We have Jock Peterson. We have rookie James Caparellian. Sonny Gray. We have good old Lou Bob with the rookie cup there. And 2021 opening day, Tampa Bay Rays.
Nice. All right. Let's do it. Angela, you have some you guys open packs this weekend. So we have a video to look forward to, right?
Yeah, we did. So Kevin and I, along with Big Teach, went to San Manuel Stadium to watch the Inland Empire 66ers and the Stockton Ports. So I got my IE hat that I picked up at the game there. So we did baseball card pack wars stadium series at San Manuel Stadium. So we hung out a little bit at the Hangar 24 area and did a pack wars there. And at the bottom of the fifth inning, as the third baseman for the Inland Empire 66ers, Jeremy Orocho, caught a fly ball to end the inning, the top half of the inning. I stood up and I said, ball, ball, ball. And he proceeded to throw me this ball right here.
There you go.
Right on.
Look at that California League logo, please. Or California League where it says it. There you go. That's the one. Oh, it just says minor league baseball.
Minor league baseball.
Okay.
So Jeremy Orocho is a prospect in the Angels farm system. And actually, right before we went live, I purchased an autograph card of Jeremy Orocho.
That makes much more sense. That's cool.
So.
Right on. I'm going to start with Francisco Lindor, Corey Seager. That's cool. I can't wait to put that up so everybody can see it. Mike Soroka, Eddie Alvarez, Nico Goodrum. There we go. Trent Grisham. How was that? And another outstanding opening day. This time it was 98 before, so this is 2010.
Oh,
my man.
nice.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Very good.
So he, let's see, Reds pitchers, 4 hits in 5 trips to the plate, including a solo homer. And I remember this game. They won 11-6. I totally remember this. All right. So Kevin, high card.
And I'll mention too, we also went to a brewery called Last Name Brewing in, I believe it's in Upland on the way out there. It was really crowded, so I didn't really get any video. I took a couple photos, but they had some good beers out there. And
Kevin had
a lot of
you
good
had
fun names.
Yeah, you had the Gigawatt IPA, which looked amazing.
So yeah, they're very punny. Like Big Teach had a beer called Blonde, Jane's Blonde. I had the Gigawatt, which of course Back to the Future. They had a IPA called Ripley for Ripley from Aliens. A lot of good puns out there. And sorry guys, good luck. 219, Joey Gallo.
Oh my God! What the hell?
Daniel Johnson 218. I was over here.
Oh no! Oh.
I had a watermelon IPA at Last Name Brewing, which was great. And the game experience was super fun. We had some really great seats. We had Kevin and I actually had some really good bratwurst, which was it was really good.
Surprised. I know it's ballpark food, but it was solid.
Yeah. And we had some beers were had obviously, and there was some good funnel cake too.
That's oh my gosh, sounds so good. And here's my losing card, the Trent Grisham, 205. So right. Kevin,
oh no, I got to think of a stipulation.
Better make it good.
What's the stipulation? Hang on.
Spin the wheel. Make the deal.
I wish I had a wheel that I can just spin right now and just be like, all right. Hang on. Let's see. Let's go with infielders.
Infielders, good. That includes catchers.
That includes catchers. All right.
And actually, now that while it's still fresh in my mind, so the Stockton Ports are the A's affiliate. And Robert, we got to see Robert Poisson.
Oh, Poisson, that's right. Yeah.
So, and this was I have this card because it was sent to me by mistake. I'd actually ordered a Joe Adele PSA graded card, and I got Robert Poisson instead, and it wasn't going to be worth it to pay to ship to get the card back, so I just kept that.
So where is he from? Does it say on there?
Yeah. Sure
I'm asking this for a reason.
Dominican Republic.
So I have a card of his that's autographed. That is it's one where they don't have affiliations yet, but it's an autographed one, and it's from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, nice.
Like not from, but it was in one of the products. It was like
probably a limited edition.
Yeah,
because they do the Dominican Republic League.
Yeah. So I actually have one of his. So I've been watching him for quite a while.
Yeah. All right, Kev. What's the step?
All right, we're going infielders, which he said includes catchers. Am I correct?
Okay.
Yep. All right, and I already pulled out my pack. It is 2020 Big League Baseball.
Oh wow. I haven't seen that in a while.
I was hoping I was going to pull out one of my score packs because I'll show a little later what I got. Chris from Halo Haven gave me some Angel stuff, which included 2 packs of 1990 score. So you better watch out when I'm getting that pack. There's going to be some hot players. All right, we're gonna start off with your Paul DeJong.
Shortstop. There goes one.
Yep, there we go. Pitcher Corey Kluber. Second baseman Gavin Looks.
2.
Pitcher Eduardo Rodriguez. I don't know how you want to count this, but hey, there's something good on this card anyway. It is walks leaders Reese Hopkins, which I can't remember, Yasmani Grandal and Juan Soto. First off, forget everything else. That's a brewer. Let's drink our beer.
Yeah,
with
look
Grandal.
at that. Priorities.
All right. All right, now I got to remember everybody plays. I mean, Grandal's a catcher. Does that just count as one? Or
Yeah.
you want me to...
Grandal's a catcher. No, if they're all 3, so Soto is
Thanks,
Soto's
short.
outfield.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, wait. I was thinking
Reese
something else.
is a first baseman, I believe.
so there you go. So there's 2.
So there's 2. All right. My flipping out is catcher Wilson Contreras.
There you go.
Did I pick the right pack here? Third baseman, my orange parallel is Kyle Seager. This counts because it's a highlight card. It says DH and first baseman Albert Pujols.
Wow.
Wow.
I got another beer. Got some Haterade. I need a beer. Look, I have a backup beer. Of course, it's Radiant. You know what? Once in a while, yeah, a good brat is all right. Excuse me while I pour some Haterade.
They had some, they had some grilled onions on the top of there too. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sounds-
that was
That was a surprise actually because I wasn't expecting that.
yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna get that. Then when I saw you got that, I'm like, you know what? That looks good enough to try it.
Yeah.
For an extra $2.50, I thought that was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
All right, like I said, I got some Haterade. Put that off the side here. Sorry, I'm working on that, Jack. I'm definitely working on that. I'm like, where was I in my pack? I think I was done. Oh no, I got one more card, but it's Joe Musgrove, pitcher.
Oh,
There
nice.
you go.
So
Doing
how
very
many-
well for him. The best thing ever
Right.
happened to him was leading that team.
So how many you got?
78. No, I'm just kidding. Hang on. 1, 2. We said 2 on that walks leader, right?
Yeah.
So 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Jeez.
As he's reaching in to see, like, okay, which one feels thick? I'm just kidding.
Kevin, we're going to have to give you the first half thing. We have to start this over. Give you the first half title.
So I got heritage high
Yeah,
number.
true. You know,
That's
not a bad idea.
cool. I like that
Let's do
one.
the minor league gimmick. Yeah, do the minor league thing. Do half seasons.
Yeah, why
We'll
not?
go to the All-Star break.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly
Well,
what
you know
we'll
the
do.
half point of the year is tomorrow.
It's
All
true.
right.
You know.
So we're gonna start things off hot. Second, third baseman Wilmer Flores.
Wow. That should be 2, second base and third base.
Hey.
Outfield Lane Thomas, Cardinals. Pitcher Robert Duger.
Maybe we should have given those 2.
Pitcher Zach Davies.
Yeah, we should have given those 2. Sorry.
Pitcher
Oh, geez.
Oh, no.
first base Mitch Moreland.
Be careful with that Joe Kelly card. It might break a window.
Yeah, for real.
Pitcher Brandon Kinsler.
Oh, my God.
3 Greg Bird, first base.
Hey, there you go.
And 4 Sebi Zavala, catcher. I got
Sebi
4.
Zavala. Wow.
Well,
So,
They
Kevin,
really stretched for the high number, you know.
Kevin's already won because my cards in here are not great. I don't have very many. So let me see what I'm gonna get.
Hey, you know what? You can get an auto or relic and knock me out, you know?
Nope. I don't even have I don't have those type of cards. I'm down to this is
Come on, tell me it's the McDonald's.
this is baseball card day. I think there's only a few cards in here. So
All right.
Cards, yeah.
yeah.
The work is in.
Yeah. Unless they're well, no, not even then. So Nolan Arenado,
Hey, there's one.
yeah. Francisco Lindor,
See? 2. You're perfect so far.
Joey Votto,
You're perfect. Look at this.
Perfect. 3 for 3.
You're Mr. Perfect.
Luis Robert,
Aw.
bum, 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 bum. But that's cool. Yeah. And then, I'm third baseman of the and the same birthday as me, January 4th, Chris
There you go.
Bryant. There you go, 4.
4.
And
4
then
for 5 though. Hey, that's 800. Oh, that.
I'm gonna get us some other cards so we can have better variety. Kevin, sweeps.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the birthday bump. Kayfabe.
Yeah.
Kayfabe
Yes.
and Kevin there.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Speaking of which, you
Oh,
weren't here
no.
before, so we didn't get to fully get
I
to.
was here for like 3 minutes waiting to come on the show.
Well, it's funny.
Wow.
I'm looking at too many things. So
I know you are. Oh no.
a special happy birthday. Kevin will be what? 20, 21, 30, something?
97.
97.
Oh, okay. I thought, you know what? You're flattering me because it's way more than that.
97 years young. Tomorrow, your birthday is tomorrow, correct?
It is?
Yes. Yes, it
Okay,
is.
I can barely remember these things. All right. I figure you go 97 and add the reverse of that, 79, to figure out the real number.
Yeah.
Or I just say I'm a tree and you need to cut a hole in me and count the rings.
That's right. So, we actually, Angelo celebrated a birthday, so he has a gift coming. He has some other stuff coming from me. But Kevin, you also have gifts, so we're going to debut that next week, the gifts, so you can enjoy on the show.
Well, thank you.
So we weren't able to get it in time, but that's okay. So we have content for next week. That's what you.
That's all right. That chicken photo is a famous photo in a household of ours, a friend of ours.
Yes.
Like their family loves that chicken photo.
That's right.
Yeah, I was able to get to treat Kevin to a birthday beer and a post game meal of Sonic on the way back from the game, and we got a birthday picture with Bernie.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. About that.
That's right. Okay. So yeah. Well, we have a lot to celebrate next week.
I would always see the Inland Empire calendar, and Bernie's the mascot. If you haven't seen the video, actually, if you've not seen the video, look at the Beer Baseball blog on YouTube. Thank you, Cover Lang. And if you haven't, make sure. Thank you, David. Okay, here they all come. I'm going to say thank you. Thank you, Blog. This is really going to slow down the show here.
All right.
If you haven't seen it, be sure you look up our video that we did at IE where Bernie was very nice to help you clean your equipment. That was very nice of him to do that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Bernie's birthday is sometime like close to mine into June. I always want to go for his birthday bash. But I don't know if they had one or not, but it was on that day. So like, oh, perfect.
Hashtag backup Bernie.
Yeah. Well, you were right there for the birthday of Barley.
I was.
Was it? Oh, that wasn't his birthday. We were actually at his Barley's.
Okay, I was like, I wasn't at his birthday. I don't know.
That's right. We actually when we went to the Hillsborough Hops. We went to Barley's birthday. It was Barley's birthday bash, and my girlfriend was all like, she's all about it. She loves the mascots.
Oh, I mean, I was all I think I told you, and I think you were kind of laughing like, I have to get a photo with, I gotta get a photo with Barley. I mean, it's the perfect mascot for Hillsborough Hops. His name's Barley. I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
And by the way, I just want to make mention of it doesn't get enough love. The picture in the lower left.
What's the name of that museum we went to in Phoenix? It was at the state capitol, right?
Yeah, it was at the state capitol, and they had all these exhibits, and it was. I don't even remember what this was for. Oh, actually, it wasn't, Kevin. This one was at Tombstone. This is when we went to Tombstone. One of the Tombstone
ones. Because I thought I did that.
I think so.
In one of the things in Phoenix too. Okay, maybe that was.
Tombstone. It might have been in Phoenix because it was in the Capitol when we went there.
But I was taking stupid photos all the time for you. I think you got me. I think I was on top of like a mechanical horse for one photo you took of me.
That's right.
I was like, I'll be. You know what? Take whatever dumb photos of me you want.
Yeah, I think it was Tombstone. But some fun stuff there. Thank
you everyone for the well wishes. I appreciate it.
We'll definitely be celebrating next week for sure. All right, so let's do it. Let's end out with some baseball trivia. Let's test your knowledge of baseball. Please, no Googling. Go on your baseball knowledge because we love to know what you know and what you don't know. That's the fun of it. So let's do it. Here's question number 1. Who is the all-time home run leader for the Toronto Blue Jays?
All right, I got a name in my head. Oh, he's not on this list. Oh.
Carlos Delgado, Jose Bautista, Vernon Wells, or Joe Carter?
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know why George Bell came to my head immediately, but was he on this list?
Yeah. George Bell was a great Toronto Blue Jays outfielder, but not in the not on this list.
Wow, this is tough.
And that's the fun of this. It's like if somebody like you wouldn't even. I mean, there's a couple names on here that we know, right? But you don't know if they're like, are they all time?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? And Michael, you've done a great job picking teams. 'Cause I know this has been a theme now. This is like the third or fourth week we've done this. And you picked good teams because you can't say who are the Angels? It's it's going to be pretty obvious. You know what I mean?
Right.
Being all-time hit leader for the Tigers, it's we weren't entirely all sure.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
fun.
actually some of the stuff is surprising because you're like, oh my gosh, I never took that in consideration.
Yes. Because Joe Carter definitely jumps out, but I don't remember how much time he spent with them compared with the Indians. You know what I mean?
That's right. He played
And
for the Indians.
Delgado, obviously, he played with him for a while, but he was with Met as well. So Vernon Wells played on a few teams. So I'm like, this is tough.
Yep. So Cowboy Jack Durango go with Jose De Bautista.
Of course. I
Bubble
should have figured that'd be
going
easy.
with Bautista.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cowboy Jack and Bubble Pug and go Joey Bats.
Wow.
That's a good guess. I was
very good
really
guess.
thinking on that one. I was really
And then my logic behind it is he's the most recent player on that list. Home runs have been more prevalent in the time frame that he played
I don't remember
potentially.
Vernon Wells being a big power hitter. Either he was with him for quite a while.
I definitely think there's an argument for Carlos Delgado too.
Yeah.
But I feel like because of the time split between the Jays and the Mets, that could be skewed a little bit.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'll go with Joey Bats.
I'm thinking you might be right, but I feel like because I think you might be right, I'm like, I just gotta go somebody else. I'm just trying to remember how long Joe Carter was with the Blue Jays. Give me a few seconds to think here. You know what? I keep going back to Delgado, so I'm gonna go with Delgado.
You and
I'm
Cover
gonna go
Lang
with Del.
going with
All right.
Delgado. And the answer is Carlos
Oh,
Delgado.
it was. Wow.
And it's very interesting here because it's like the top 10 for the Blue Jays is it's kind of like a who's who, but only if you know baseball, really. Carlos Delgado in number 1 with 336.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know he had that. Wow.
Right. Bautista, 288 in second place. Edwin Encarnacion with 239. Wow. I specifically left him off because I don't even remember him playing with the Blue Jays, but he's in third place.
I didn't remember him being with them that long. I knew he was with them, but wow.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Vernon Wells, 223. Joe Carter, 203.
Yep.
Your guess before is number 6, George Bell with 202.
I was going to try to see if I can name a couple other names on that list.
All right, go
Jesse
for it.
Barfield on that list?
Jesse Barfield, number 7 with 179. Who else?
I don't remember Dante Bichette playing with the Blue Jays that long, so maybe not him.
No.
Got any other crazy guess? Willie Upshaw.
Nope.
Oh, I got to think if there's anybody else.
I'm not sure if you'll get it. If 8
I
through
don't
10.
think John Olerud was that much of a power hitter. So I was thinking John
No,
Olerud,
he was not.
Okay.
So
Angelo,
8
you
through,
have guess to make this.
yeah, do you have any
here?
Blue Jays guesses?
Anybody out there? Come on, Cowboy Jack. Think of somebody. Just name somebody. You might be right. Boo! Why are you booing me?
Why is he booing you?
He's booing that he was wrong.
Well, you know who's climbing the ranks right now, right? Vlad Jr.
Oh, yeah.
And are we talking like top 10?
Yeah. I doubt you'll get this because these names are so 90s. Like you would have to
they're
know
90s.
like
Okay.
Where's Josh Donaldson on the list?
Josh Donaldson is not on there. He didn't make the top 10, but that's a great guess.
That's a good guess. Yeah.
What about Jose Cruz Jr.?
Wow. To Junior, no, not on the list, but here's the thing. The guy in 10th place is only has 131 career for Toronto.
But again, that's what Toronto. You might have had, Yeah, I can't believe Delgado had that many home runs in his career. I was like, oh my gosh, how many did he have?
That's crazy.
That is. He's not even talked about.
Yeah, give us the rest of that top 10 then.
So Lloyd Mosby,
Oh, that's a good one.
149.
That's the
Yeah.
easy one right there.
Adam Lind, which I mean, no one would get 146, and then catcher Ernie Witt, 131.
Ernie Witt. Wow.
Ernie Witt. So
wow. That tells
so
you how
no-
long he played with the Blue Jays. That guy was with them for a long time.
So think about it. In the early days of the Blue Jays, so they started in the late 70s.
Yeah, like 70s,
Remember, they played in like literally like the frozen tundra.
Yeah,
so like
that's
nobody's hitting home runs for them until they get to the new stadium, right?
And
so
they
that
got
was
the Sky Dome in what, 90 or 89?
yeah.
Like
Yeah, so I mean, in the 80s, like people were still playing in that stadium, so there's a huge gap right there. So that would make sense, right?
See?
Jack
Look at that.
Tunney,
That's a good guess. Thank you.
fantastic,
Toronto promoter. Very good.
fantastic, and
Carl
surprisingly, I think
DeMarco.
at number 11. All right, so let's do this. Who is the all-time hits leaders? Hit
no.
leader
I don't know if I like this answer.
for the
first one that
Texas
came in my head, I don't know if I-
Rangers. This is a very tough one as well.
No,
All-time-
I hope. Oh no. Okay, good. Good.
Okay. Ivan Rodriguez, Elvis Andrus, Rafael Palmeiro, or Michael Young?
I was worried a certain man who is not very loved in New York was going to be on this list, so I'm glad he's not.
Ooh.
Where's that photo at? I was waiting for the Cuban photo, right?
I didn't even put two and two together. I should have been better. I blame
I
myself.
remember him being with them for quite a while, though. Yeah,
That's
no, maybe
right.
not long
That's
enough.
right.
But yeah, that's a good list here.
Yep.
I'm torn between Pudge and Elvis Andrews, actually.
And Elvis Andrus just made his return. He's now playing for the Oakland A's.
Yeah, he got sent. I don't know if he got released or got traded to the A's in the offseason.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Michael Young's the dark horse here.
I agree with you.
And because I'm trying to think like who of these guys played the longest on the team, and I'm just like, I mean, I'm gonna go like I think I'm gonna go with Pudge
Okay, I'll go with Elvis Andrews then.
because Palmeiro has probably the most hits of these four, but he was with the Orioles and he was with the and he was
Right.
with, he was with the Rangers, so I don't think he was on that team long enough.
Flying.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jack. Appreciate it.
Love it. Elvis has left the building. So let's recap
Anybody
again.
else have an answer out there?
Kevin, who you got?
I'm going with Pudge.
Kevin
I'm
going
going
with
with
Pudge.
Elvis Andrews.
So that's very interesting. The hits leader would be a catcher. That's very interesting. I'm not sure of any other team that has a hitting catcher like an
Pudge was
Ichiro.
like a Benito Santiago or something like that. Like one of those, or heck, I mean, Carlton Fisk, he was on the White Sox for a really long time. I don't know.
Yeah. Rafael, I have never
Absolutely.
taken steroids. Palmeiro.
But what about HGH?
Oh, that I've done that all day.
That's the same thing?
That's what they should
enough.
have reformed the question.
I'm just asking.
What about Andro? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's a steroid?
Oh, I didn't know. What about cortisone? Oh, that's a steroid.
Yeah.
Technically, right?
Yeah.
It is.
All day,
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do it.
Oh, we got to clap in here. Like, oh, should be excited. Let's do it.
I'm here to
What's the
pump
answer?
you up.
All
There
right.
you go. The answer is, and he is super underrated.
It is
Michael
Michael Young.
Young.
Wow.
I knew that was going to be the dark horse there.
Yep. Michael Young is he's super underrated, and you'll never believe how many hits he has. He has 2,230.
Wow.
In number two, in a very surprising as well, Ivan Rodriguez with 1747.
Yeah.
Elvis
But he's been there
Andrews.
for a long time, you know?
Elvis Andrews is actually in third place, only 4 behind Pudge with 1743.
Unfortunately, he's not going to pass that.
Yeah, right.
So did Michael Young only play with the Rangers? Is that why?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
gotcha.
I remember there was a time, I mean, man, there was always like controversy of him being there, staying there. He kind of reminds me of a little bit of like David Wright, where he's like a lifelong player that they loved and it was good, but they didn't know how to kind of exit him and transition. And but he was great for them.
Yeah. Michael, I got to ask a question because
Sure.
I really like thinking about this now, these teams that you're picking, because you're not picking the older franchises. You're picking more of the franchise started around the last 50 years. I'm guessing that's intentional, knowing you.
It
definitely makes it more and more fun, like talk and just look at these names and just makes it a tougher question.
Yeah, and because like I was saying at one time, like when like before like the Rangers made it to the World Series, they really hadn't done much in the playoffs.
Nothing.
Nothing. Right. They're not even got close.
Right.
And so like a lot of people, I mean the Blue Jays too, before they went to the World Series in the early 90s. So a lot of people didn't know about these really great players on the team. But there's other teams like the Chicago White Sox. Like there's a lot of players that kind of get lost in the shuffle of them, but they're like a storied franchise.
Right.
But even like the Cubs, like people think that they know the Cubs. Like the Cubs have like a way longer history of of futility. And so like Ernie Banks is one of the greatest players like no one even knows anything about. Ron Santo
never even get to play in the World Series,
That's
never
right.
got the play. I don't even know if they made the playoffs.
They were not great. I remember like growing up like in the 70s and remember my friend was like a big fan of the Cubs because he was from Chicago. And then so like I would learn about like guys like Rick Russell. There's Bruce Sutter was on those late 80 teams, but like they did nothing. But then when like Ryan Sandberg started coming, Andre Dawson, and then like the proliferation of cable and stuff like that. So we get to see like WGN games and stuff like that.
And then
so,
Harry
like,
Carey, even though it's funny,
Harry
like,
Carey was a big
so
part of
familiar
that.
with the Cubs when you don't even and most people don't even know how long he was with the White Sox before that,
Yes, right.
And other
That's
things,
right.
Like I think the least amount of time of his career he probably spent was with the Cubs, but that's where he's the most heralded, just because of that
That's right.
cable era.
So Angelo, like when was like the first like how did you first see baseball? Like when you were young, was it just like through? It's up north, right? You were up north.
Yeah. So it's my first exposure was obviously to the Giants, like on a major league level. But I grew up going to Billy Hebert Field, as a young kid watching the Stockton Ports play.
Right.
So the Stockton Ports were probably my first introduction to baseball, at least in a live setting. But I mean, as a kid, like I knew no different, right? I just knew I was at the ballpark watching a game. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was my exposure was my first like major exposure was the earthquake in the World Series.
Okay.
Because I remember we were watching that when I was a kid, and so that was kind of a prevalent memory. But for sure, my first memory of watching baseball was going to Stockton Ports games.
Wow, that's good. That's cool. And they didn't play at the stadium that they're playing at now, right?
No, they played at Billy Hebert Field, which was literally in the middle of like a public park, like Oak Park.
Right. Okay.
So it was like, yeah.
It reminds me of Modesto. Modesto was like I'm looking around. I'm like, is this is like a baseball, not even baseball. It was like a softball, baseball like park.
Right.
I was like, a minor league affiliate.
Yeah, for me, Billy Hebert Field was so ingrained in my childhood. Like I would say, from age of 10 to 18. I mean, and even because at 18 years old, I sang the national anthem at Billy Hebert Field before I started.
That's super awesome.
Yeah. So that was really cool. And I was talking about this with Kevin on Sunday. I had never been to Banner Island Ballpark. So wow.
Yeah, and that's the only place I've been actually. And then there's I actually parked downtown, which I heard is not safe. But it was a Sunday, and actually I wanted to put money in the meter, and the guy there's a brewery right there. I'm forgetting the brewery name, but they were super cool to me, and so I went in and I'm like, do I have to put money in the thing? I know that it's like a thing here, right? And then they're like, oh, they don't care on Sundays, but it was I guess during the week where I was parking was not the place to be.
Yeah.
Oh, Stockton. Cubber Lang brings up Ron Say, Leon Durham. Who else?
there you
Who
go.
else?
forgot
Sean
about that
Dunston. Yes. The Penguin. Yes.
Yes.
He was great for them.
Yeah, I mean, he was great on the Dodgers too. You know,
Yeah.
definitely underrated player. Definitely underrated player of that 70s and 80s for sure.
I agree. Okay, so that is the show we have for you this week.
All right. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Kevin, come back.
Oh, what?
If you'd like to support us at the Beer Baseball blog, go to our Patreon page. We also have an Etsy page. Check us out there. Support us on our social media. Free. Did I mention free? We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Guys, did you have anything that you wanted to plug?
Yeah, so Mike talked about the YouTube channel. So please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the latest content here at the Beer Baseball blog. As we talked about, there's going to be a new video with the Baseball Card Pack War Stadium Series edition, the first installment of many to come, I'm sure. You'll be able to catch Beer and Break with Angelo there, premiering every Saturday at 9 a.m. Go back and watch last week's Beer and Break, where I opened up 2021 Panini Select Baseball.
We want people to do that.
Where I got
your sadness.
Yeah, I did get Panini'd.
Yep.
And shorted not.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but I got a really cool low numbered rookie patch auto with a nice corner of the Majestic tag on the jersey, which was really cool. So go back, like all our old content, and go watch it. Yeah. Monday Night Rip will be on hiatus here for the next couple weeks, but I'll be coming back pretty strong. I'll have a ton of mail to open up. I got these cool Panini Father's Day promo packs I'll be opening up on the channel.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so I got a plethora of stuff I'll be opening up here on Monday Night Rip, but stay tuned to that on the Facebook channel, and don't forget to go check out Beer and Break and all the other content on their YouTube channel.
Right on. Kevin, what do you got?
How do I follow all that? Well, I mean, my gosh, thank you again for everyone for watching and just hanging out with us. You know, I feel like if we were just in person, it'd just be the three of us just talking about all this fun stuff.
That's true.
You know, I for myself, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lock and Lull. That's LOKNLOLL. LS every week. Support your local brewery. If you have a favorite major league team, look up a minor league team, or look up the Savannah Bananas, a really fun baseball team out there in Savannah, Georgia. And of course, you need some humor in your life, please call 516-9221. That's the Jackie the Joke Man Martling's joke line, that's been around since I think 1979. Yeah, I call it once a week to see if there's any new jokes, and sometimes there is, sometimes there's not.
Well, they're all timeless jokes.
I'm going to finish this beer, and I'm going to try to get Last Call at Radiant.
Oh, look at you. Nicely done. And
I can't make it there tomorrow, so I'm going to try to do it now.
There you go. And Museum of Home Video. Check them out on Twitch.
Ooh.
They starts in about 12 minutes. So check them out.
And
so
if there's any fans of the show Chips, I guess they have some really... They're showing something called the Chips tapes. It's a bunch of it's a compilation of all the weird endings, all these Chip episodes. If you ever watch any of these shows, you would see how there's awkward endings, all these shows with freeze frames and stuff.
Yes.
So it's like a montage of that.
It's fantastic. I can't wait. So thank you so much for joining us for another Beer Baseball Blogcast. We'll be here next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for more craft beer and curveballs. Thanks, everyone. Good night. Take care.